Hi everyone, and welcome to my third and final tip for this month of December. And we're talking about taking advantage of the natural flow of completion that comes with the end of a year and bringing your team together for a session that captures all of that. And we've already talked about the value of team recognition and of the value of closing the loop. And my final tip is all about setting intentions. So everything that you do, its execution and its outcome is determined by the intention and the underlying and true intent of the reason for doing it. So spending time with your team to set intentions behind the goals that your organisation has or the plans for the year ahead really helps to set the scene for the year ahead. Now, you might be thinking, well, what is an intention? When you're talking about intention, isn't that a goal? So here's my definition of an intention. An intention is the guiding principles for how you want to be, live and show up in the world. So it's the purpose behind what you're doing. It's the reason you're doing what you're doing. So when you spend time with your team getting that intention right behind goals, you're asking them questions like, by doing this goal, and say the goal, what is our purpose? What is our intention? What's the underlying reason we're doing this? Or you might ask your team things like, so moving into next year, what's your intention for work and 2017? What's your purpose this year? What is it that you want to, how do you want to show up this year? How do you want to be at work this year? What's your intention behind that? And setting the intention does a number of different things. It sets the scene, like I've already said. It prepares and sets expectations. So it lets you know where your team's at and where they're coming from in terms of their intention and their purpose. And it allows you to have that discussion about, well, this is how the organisation wants to be, live and show up in the world. This is our intention behind each of our goals, and we need to share that. So it motivates your team for that common vision and that common goal by really addressing the intention and the real reason, the real purpose behind achieving those things. It makes it futures focused as well, because you're setting an intention for something to come. So I intend for this. So it has a futures focus about it. And probably most importantly is that it makes sure that we have that alignment between the values and the reason and the purpose of an organisation and the peoples within it with what you actually do, with the actions of the organisation. So those things. And not to forget that when we get to talk about the way we want to show up in the world and in our work, that's sharing quite a bit about yourself with your team, which also helps to promote that rapport and that trust and that sense of team unity. So I think it's an important one, is knowing what the intention is behind what it is you are set to do in the coming year. So that's it for the month of December. It's coming to an end, 2016. So with that in mind, I wish you the very best of your festive season, and I also wish you a really bright, shiny, happy new year with lots of amazing things coming your way. Thanks for joining me. See ya. Bye.